Hi, so right now I'm going to unbox my newly obtained, what I consider a premium fountain pen right here. So, this is just, if I didn't say that, so, where should I start? So this pen, I think so. First of all, let me first apologize that today's lighting is not very good. It's raining outside, so I had to turn on the lamp on my desk. So if there's any color that's not like correct, please bear with me. So I got this pen from Pen Boutique. I look at their designs. I think this is a new release with 3 different colors, and the ones that I want has been sold out in a lot of places, but somehow because of the algorithm on the internet or whatever, so basically there was a ad show up on my feed on one of my social media. So I click, and it's also pre-sale, and it has the color I want, so I made a order. So it came in today, and it's the Momento Zero Grande. Yeah, these are the 3 colors that came in this release, and I got the Galattica universe. So okay, so it is a bigger pen. It is definitely among the biggest pen in my collection, especially the girls. I think this is a relatively thick pen, and I like that this pen has a combination of blue, brown, purple colors. So I like to match my ink with the color of the barrel, so I can use all those colors. And let me see if I can see how many turns it requires. Has 1 full turn. Oh, so it came off just 1 full turn, I guess. So this is the Leonardo steel nib. I didn't go for the gold nib because I don't really have the experience enough to tell what's a good gold nib and what's not. So I got this one. I believe this is a piston filler, just as a lot of my recent purchased pens. Yes, and it does have an ink window that's clear. Alrighty, I think it has the piston. Like, there are so many turns on the piston, so I guess it's a large capacity piston. Yeah, the body is acrylic with this beautiful colors and tours of different colors. Yeah, I think this looks pretty nice. Yeah. Let me just put this box aside. And so this is some of my my pens. I want to do a couple of size comparison. First of all, so okay, here's the ADMOK 800, which is equivalent to a Pelikan 800. So this is definitely bigger than that. And then I have the Nautilus. Oh, so these are just almost the same length. But I think the Nautilus barrel was slightly thinner. Nautilus is not a small pen. And if I take this off and take this off as well, Yeah, I think the girth, yeah, this is definitely a girthier pen. So the grip is slightly thicker, but it is not heavy at all. So that I like that part. What else I can compare it with? Maybe maybe a Twisby, since that's a more common. But yeah. So yeah, I hope my reaction is not that underwhelming. I do really like the design. So you can see all the sparkles on the barrel. Very pretty, very nice. So it's all the three very intricate rings on the cap and the two rings on the ink window. There's definitely a step down right here. Oh, I'm grabbing on here, so it shouldn't matter. Let's see if it's, yeah, it pulls pretty well. So I think the contact is around here, so it won't interfere with your piston. But I don't really post my pen, so the top and bottom both has sort of like cornea shape. Yeah, it's very beautiful pen. So I'll be back and with the ink inside and maybe write some write with it a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so now this pen is inked. Yeah, I'll do some writing sample with this pen. Maybe first I'll do a little bit of ink swatch. So the ink here is the Iroshizuku in Kompeki. Yeah, so yeah, this pen writes just as expected, very nice. And yeah, it does has some very pleasant feedback, which I enjoy. So let me write their full name. Maybe not the full name, but Leonardo Momento 0 Grande 2.0 Galattica. This single L. Okay. Galattica Universe. Yeah, I like it's a long name, so I can write more. I believe it's a fine. Yeah, it's a very juicy fine. It is definitely a very juicy fine. Yep. And I think the pen has well, I think it's a relatively bouncier nib, steel nib nonetheless, compared to, I think, the Narwhal. Their nibs are relatively stiff, but this is definitely a very bouncy, well, a little bit bounce steel nib. And yeah, this looks very nice, and I'm very happy to have this in my collection. And also want to update the pen I got yesterday. So I have the M205 from Pelikan. So I inked this up with the Diamine Aqua Lagoon. So this is also a little bit bouncy, Yeah, I think it's not as bouncy as the oh, let me write this down first. Diamond Aqua Lagoon, and the pen is Pelikan M205. I believe the color. Yesterday I said it was. I thought it was blue marble, but actually I think the name was not that. It's called Petrol-Marbled. So yeah, it's more like a turquoise color. So this is a EF nib, so it is thinner. Yeah, it's also pretty wet, given the it's also steel nib. So I mentioned that I used to have this ink inside a Pilot Metropolitan. Yeah, and so this is a Metropolitan fine, what it looks like. I think this is a bouncier steel nib. That's how I feel. And this is a fine nib. So I've been told that the Pelikan nibs are slightly thicker than the Japanese brand. I think that's true, but the extra fine nib I think is totally serviceable in my purpose of using this. Yeah, so I'm glad I can finally retire my Metropolitan. Yeah, it's see, this is this is not as juicy. I think the biggest issue I have with this pen is because it's a lot bouncier than I would like it to be. I need to have a lot of control writing with this, and it's kind of make my hand tired faster than a more stiff nib. That's my preference anyway. And also this pen is slightly heavier, and the ink capacity is just too little with this SAC converter. So I probably will finish this up and then retire it for now, since I do have another pen I can use this turquoise ink with. So that's this one. And for the 600, well, I forgot to mention, although this looks like a one color, but actually this portion is slightly transparent. So under the light or under the sun, I was able to see the ink level from here, which is kind of interesting. I thought it was like a completely opaque all the way through, but it's not. And this 600 is also slightly, actually the parts like between the stripes actually is see-through. So I was able to see the ink level if I really want to check it out without twisting the piston. So I'm using a Pelikan ink inside this pen. So that's the Edelstein Topaz inside this pen. And see, this is very interesting. And this is also a fine nib, but it does write thicker compared to the steel nib in the M205. Yeah. This Topaz. Okay, this is definitely juicier. And yeah, I like this ink very much, and I think this is such a nice gold nib. I really enjoy writing with this pen, although it's slightly thicker than my usual fine nibs. I do like this very much. Green stripes. It's also EF nib. I think it does have some bounce or some line variation. I'm not pressing it at all because yeah, I'm not sure if I should be doing that. So yeah, it's a very wet pen, and yeah, I really like the design. I really enjoy the design of this pen. Yeah, very classy, and looks very pretty. And of this platinum, so I also inked this up and write with it a little bit last night. So this is a Japanese medium extra fine, so it does looks even more thinner, like more like thinner on the page, and also it also has that kind of feedback that the platinum gold nibs usually have, I think, but it does feels this kind of pencil like feedback with this pen. And Burgundy. So okay, again, see, I always mix this up. I guess it doesn't matter. So I use this one, the Yamabudo, inside this pen. I don't have a lot of reds, so I think I will just use this color in some of the burgundy pens or dark red pens I have. Oh, Voodoo. Okay. So yeah, this gold nib also is very springy, very nice, and yeah, this is pretty wet as well. I think one thing when I'm writing with this, I find out that this, like the very bottom of the grip section here, does sometimes I can feel it, because these are all bigger nibs. So if I write with these, I tend to go a little bit like lower on the grip, and sometimes this feels a little bit like you can feel this part, but this one is so smooth, it doesn't really feel any discomfort using this pen. So yeah, I think if I have to say, I do prefer the Pelikan in terms of the grip, like this part itself. But other than that, I think these two, and also I think I want to mention that I haven't checked the Momento Zero Grande yet, but these two, both of the nib can be easily twist off. These, you just grab it and twist it off. That's very easy to be done. I'm pretty sure the platinum pen, the nib can be taken apart easily as well. But yeah, these are my new pens. I think I made a mistake by getting a lot of the big ink bottles. I don't know when I will be finishing this. I will try my best, but I do like to have a very cute bottles. When they're big, they are very well designed and very nice. And just to add a little bit more, because this is a pen that I got recently as well. This is a cheaper one, of course. I think, where's the bar? Yeah, the ink here. I used the Urban Terre de Feu. Yeah, that's this ink. Yesterday I mentioned that I think I should use a deeper color, but I think it works fine for some reason today. I don't know what happened over. Oh, I think this does. The ink flow consistency may not be as good as I hope, but this pen is a ADMOK M600 with a bulk fine nib. So the nib is bulk. now I have a bulk fine nib and a bulk broad nib. But yeah, I think I showed it yesterday. This is similar specs with a Pelikan M800. And if you put this, yeah, this is definitely bigger. The Momento is Momento Zero, Grande is Grande. Yeah, so yeah, these are my new pens. Yes, and so far I have been liking all of them. I think especially the Pelikan 600. It's definitely the thickest pen. Like, I mean, thickest fine, thickest extra fine. So that just say thank you and hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.